What's the story, Morning Glory? What is the word, hummingbird? Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this review of Love Without Borders, Season 1, Episode 8, New Year's and Old Fears. Let's talk about Shurius. Shurius got him a new girl. The expert found him a new girl. It is no longer Shurius and Garlene. It is now Shurius and Gabby. Gabby is from New Jersey. She's about late 20s, early 30s, I think. I forgot what she does for a living. Whatever it is, I don't give a damn if she does nothing at all. She is a breath of fresh air compared to Garlene. I'm like, Erica, bless you, my child, for finding him somebody. I'm not saying it's going to work out. I'm not saying that they are destined to be together forever. All I'm saying that for the time that's whatever time they got left, he's going to be able to spend it in some type of normalcy other than, the Wicked Witch of the West, Garlene. So Gabby shows up. She's attractive, cute, blonde little thing, full of life, full of energy, happy, smiling, laughing, joking. The whole time that he was with her in his apartment, when he was showing her around, Shurius had a big old smile plastered on his face. So she brings a completely different energy from Garlene, and I'm happy. Like I said, it may not be a great match, but honey, it is better than Garlene. So Shurius debriefs her about Garlene, gives her the rundown about what went down with that, and she says to him, well, I'm selfishly happy that it didn't work out. It seems like she's feeling him, he's feeling her. So far, so good. I understand it's the beginning, because in the beginning with Garlene, it also seemed kind of good. So they go out to dinner. Their conversation flows so easily. Much easier to talk to her than it was to Garlene, because Garlene just wanted to talk about politics and discrimination, all of these heavy, heavy, heavy topics. And your girl Gabby, she ain't about that. She just wants to have a good time. So when the food comes, she's actually like serving him food on his plate, and that was like, he was like, what's going on here? He's not used to that, because Garlene would see that as, you're holding me down as a woman, you're discriminating me against me, you want me to serve you food just because I'm a female. So it wasn't like that with Gabby. Gabby said, well, I want you to feel like you're being taken care of. That's what she says to him. So after that, they danced the night away. It looked like they had a good time. Like I said, in the beginning, it's always nice. And this may not work out. But all I can say is I'm just happy that for once, even if it lasts one day, Shurius is going to be happy and not walking on eggshells and afraid to say anything, because, Garlene is going to take it as an insult to all womankind. So I was really happy for Shurius. Moving on to Dana from Montana and Brian from Ireland. So they show us different clips, montage of life in Ireland. They're going to the beach. He's teaching her how to drive. They're doing a whole bunch of fun stuff together. So they're at a Christmas festival or a Christmas park or something, and they're having a conversation, and Dana says that, when they have good moments together, she's kind of like nervous, because she doesn't know if it's genuine or if it's him trying to force a situation, because like he said before, when he had first met her, even though he seemed really attracted to her, he was just going through the motions, but he didn't feel the attraction. So when they do have good moments, she doesn't know, is he just going through the motions and not really feeling anything, or is he really enjoying himself as much as I am? And so he says to her that it's real, he really is enjoying himself with her. He's saying that he's getting to find out that there's more to her that he wants to know. Like, he's really interested in her now. I still say, Dana, please be careful. Please be very, very, very careful. Brian's a trickster. And I'm not over it. I know Dana's over, but I'm still not over how he treated her and what he did to her and the things that he said to her. I'm still not over it. Moving on to Carmen and Phillip in Accra, Ghana. So they have a major discussion, because Phillip says he wants to paint her out as this crazy, wild, I have to go out every night party girl. because when they went out with her friends, he pooped out at around 1 o'clock in the morning, and she was still going with her friends up until, I don't know, 10 o'clock in the morning or whatever it was. So he wanted to have a conversation with her and say to her, look, you party kind of hard, I get you want to hang out with your friends, but I was also trying to check on you. I was texting you weren't responding. It was like you just threw me to the side, and like you're not even trying to make this work between us. And she's trying to let him know, I got your text messages, I did respond. And he said something about how her home is so big, which it is. It's like 3 stories or something, 3 or 4 stories. Her house is so big that it's like they can go days without seeing each other, even though they're in the same home. So I don't know if she came home and he didn't know that she had come home. I don't know what was going on there. I feel like she was kind of withholding some of the truth. Okay, that's what I feel like, but whatever. So as they're having this conversation, he's getting kind of animated, he's getting kind of loud, and she's like, you know what, you're getting a little bit too aggressive for me, and I need you to relax and to calm down. So she walks away to, I guess, give him a moment to relax. Then when she comes back, he's a lot more calm, and so they decide that they're just going to move on and try to be better and communicate better. She does acknowledge that she should have communicated better with him, and she also wants him to be more independent. I guess, she got tired of him being so needy of her to go out and do things. So she wants him to be a little bit more independent to kind of develop his own life in Ghana. But whatever, it seems like they hugged it out. They're going to move forward. I don't really see like a chemistry between them. I can tell that he is definitely attracted to her, but I don't know if she feels the same way about him. I feel like once she saw his Instagram pictures, something just kind of clicked. There was like a flip in her head, and she just turned everything off. That's what I feel like, because she's really not the same. I feel like maybe in the beginning, she did kind of feel something for him, but after those Instagram pictures, after she saw what he was putting out there on Instagram, swinging and banging and all that stuff that he was doing, I think she got turned off. And I don't think she really feels the same for him anymore. He goes to the studio because, he's a musician at heart. He goes to the studio and he writes a song. The song was cute. The song was really cute. And I mean, he carried a tune and everything. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty nice. So he wrote this song inspired by their most recent fight. Basically like, I'm trying to get to know you, but you're pushing me away kind of thing. So the song was nice. When they were home together, she wanted to hear it. So he played the song for her and she thought it was dope. She kept on saying, wow, that's dope. That's dope. So she liked the song too. So yeah, maybe they'll be really good friends. I don't know, but I don't really see a romantic connection between them. I see like where he's really trying to like connect with her, but I don't know if she's on the same page, but time will tell. Moving on to Aaron and Maël in Paris, France. So it's Maël's birthday, and Aaron wanted to do something very, very nice. So Maël is used to traveling on his birthday. So in keeping up with that tradition, Aaron is going to take him on a trip. So they're going to go to this other town, and it's a town where there's like a really nice vineyard there. I guess it's called a vineyard, and where they make champagne. So they go to the vineyard, they walk, whatever around the vineyard. The person is the tour guide, or the tour guide is talking about champagne and all that stuff. Then they go to the distillery or the winery, I don't know, where they actually bottle all the wine. So they're talking about that, showing them the process of that. And of course, they get to sample some of the product. So they're drinking the champagne, and then they have a moment outside, just the two of them alone. I think like the sun was slowly beginning to set, and Aaron took this opportunity to have a heart-to-heart with Maël and express his, truest, deepest feelings to Maël. So as he's talking, he's saying things like how much he does appreciate coming to Paris and meeting Maël and appreciating this whole experience with Maël. And Maël, I think, has gotten kind of tipsy by now, because he's twirling around and he's like screaming and, just having a good old time. And so Aaron gets kind of aggravated, and he's like, okay, I'm trying to have a moment with you. I need you to be a little bit more serious. So Maël is able to calm down a little bit. So Aaron goes on and he spills his heart out to Maël. So you're thinking that, okay, the romance is slowly beginning to develop between them because Aaron didn't have to do all of this or say all of that. So it seems like Aaron was really trying to conjure up some romance between the two of them because Aaron is the one that has been struggling the most with attraction and romance. So then it's New Year's and they are celebrating. I think they're in Paris and they're outside somewhere, I guess, to watch the fireworks. And it's just the two of them sitting on a bench. And so the new year arrives, they count it down and it's Happy New Year, Happy New Year. The fireworks are going off. You can hear the church bells ringing and they're having champagne. And my eldest like, this is the perfect moment for him to give me a kiss. And it's kind of like, you know, whether there's romance or not, attraction or not, people kiss on New Year's, right? They kiss when the clock strikes 12. You know, strangers even kiss each other if you go out to New Year's parties or celebrations and stuff. So Mael is waiting for his New Year's kiss, and he's waiting and he's waiting and he's waiting. And, you know, he's tilting his head and looking deeply into Aaron's eyes. And Aaron is just like, nice fireworks, don't you think? And that's basically where it ended. And Mael was very disappointed. Mael has given it his all. When Mael wanted it to be over, Aaron wanted it to continue. Give me another chance. Give me some more time. The expert said, Mael, give it some more time. Give him another chance. Try something different. Try to do this. Try to do that. Give him a massage. Honey, Mael ain't got no more to give. Mael ain't got no more to give. Mael is already where he is supposed to be. Like, he's ready for them to be closer emotionally, physically. And Aaron is still like 100 miles behind. You know, he hasn't caught up to that. No, Aaron, go home. Go home, sweetheart. It ain't going to work. Erica, the expert, girl, you tried your damnedest, but this is not going to work. Mael and Aaron, that needs to end. I feel bad for Mael because Mael really wants this and he's trying to give him space and he's trying to give, because he's changed a lot himself. In the beginning, Mael was kind of coming on strong. So then he kind of toned it down. He backed off a little bit, but Aaron has changed as well. He was really distant. Now he's trying to get a little bit closer, but it seems like Aaron is forcing it. He's forcing things that he's just not feeling, and he can only go so far with forcing it because he couldn't even take that plunge into a New Year's kiss, which I didn't understand, especially since they've already been intimate. But he couldn't even give him a New Year's kiss this one time out of this whole entire new year, which y'all might never see each other again after this. You can't even give him a little. It doesn't even have to be anything, you know, like tonguing each other down, but just like a little. Anyways, moving on. Let's move on to Naim and Chandra in Panama City, Panama. So Chandra works from home. She does customer service from home. And of course, Naim, he's not working. So they're spending a lot of time together. Anyway, so Chandra's working. Then I guess at the end of her workday or during one of her breaks, she wants to have a conversation with Naim. So Naim is like, he looks at her and he's like, oh, okay, you want to have like a serious conversation. So he sits down and she tells him, tell me why my cousin saw you on a dating app. And this took Naim completely off guard. He was like, oh, okay, that's where we're going. And Naim kind of was like, had nothing to say, I guess, because he didn't expect it. You know, like, how random is that her cousin found him on a dating app? And I think he even said, what dating app? Instead of saying, I'm not on a dating app, he goes, what dating app? And so she says, the one that starts with a B. And I'm like, Bumble? Black Planet? Like, what is this? So he says in his confessional that there's nothing romantic between him and Chandra. He says that especially since how she's treated him by uninviting him to the family Thanksgiving dinner, he said having relations with her ex. That's what he said. But you know, Chandra told the expert that when her ex-boyfriend spent the night, nothing happened. Knowing damn well she was lying. She was lying. Something did happen. So he says, you know, her having relations with her ex and, you know, inviting me, then disinviting me, and basically overall how she treats him, because she's kind of mean. I don't know if she puts up this really mean front to protect herself, but she is really mean to him. So he says, I'm still looking for love. I have not found love in Chandra. I am still looking for my lady love. Yes, I am still out there. I am looking. I'm trying to expand my potentials. So She tells him, well, that's fine. You're nothing. You're just someone that's staying with me. And he was like, hold up. I'm more than nothing. Okay. You're not going to call me nothing. So then Chandra says in her confession that she was really hurt when she found out that Naim was on a dating app, because the last episode, when he had changed the door out for her, she said that she was beginning to develop feelings for him. I could have sworn she said that. So here she is finding out that he's on a dating app, and he's not denying it. And he's like, there's nothing going on between us. And so now she instead of her embracing the pain that she feels, letting him know, okay, well, I was developing feelings for you. It hurts my feelings that you are moving on to other people. You want to see someone else. You're no longer interested in me. And my heart is broken. And I feel bad that this is how you're treating me. She gets mean. You're nothing. You're just somebody that's staying with me. So then she gets even more mean by attacking his hygiene. She goes, did you take a shower? Because there's a lot of flies around you. That's what she said to him. And I'm like, Chandra, girl, whenever I watch these shows, these shows about relationships and dating and people meeting up to start something like 90 Day Fiance, Love Without Borders, Married at First Sight, sometimes I see some of these people and I'm like, I know why you're still single. I can see why you're struggling to find a partner in your life. I can definitely see why. When she said that to him, did you take a shower? Because there's flies around you. I was like, girl, just pack it up. If this is how you are, Chandra, just pack it up. I don't think you can find anyone, man or woman, that's going to put up with a mouth like that. That was just awful. There was no need to attack his hygiene like that. And he says, I took a shower. I smell good. Did you take a shower? So now they're celebrating New Year's. And they're celebrating New Year's at her home, and he was about to open up the champagne bottle. But, for him, safety first, right? So he was going to go open it outside on the balcony so that there's no eye injuries. She takes the bottle from his hand. She's like, give me that. Takes the bottle, and with her big old man hands, just pops the bottle. And then she calls him a very derogatory name that starts with the letter P and ends with the letter Y. And I was like, really, girl? Really? It's like that with you? Because of that? Because of a champagne bottle, you got to go there? But she did. So he looked at her, y'all, and the look. Now, remember how she was so upset with him being so jolly and joking around all the time and always being happy and cheerful? It really pissed her off that he was happy. Now, all that happiness is gone. Cheerful, jovial Naim has left the building, has left the damn chat, y'all. Now we have angry, moody, I'm about to cuss you out Naim. So when she grabbed the bottle from him and called him that derogatory name, y'all, the way he looked at her, it was like it was all he could do to control himself from ripping her face off. So later on, at some point, they're having a conversation. They're like in the city or something. They're sitting on a bench outside somewhere. And she goes, I want to talk to you about your attitude on New Year's Eve. Okay, first of all, Chandra, let me understand. Do you want him to be happy or do you want him to not be happy? Because this conversation that she has with him, she goes, I want to talk to you about New Year's Day. She says, you were really moody. What was wrong with you? Your energy was just off. And so they show us clips of how things went down on New Year's Day. And you can tell that Naim has definitely changed. He's no longer happy, cheerful. And I'm like, girl, what do you want? Do you want him to be happy, cheerful, and joking around? Or do you want him to be moody? Because whatever he is, you're not happy with it. So he says, I wasn't being moody. I didn't have a negative energy. I was just being real. You said you don't want him to be happy and joking around. Well, he's not happy and joking around anymore. So then she asked him, where did you go? And then they showed us a clip where she was trying to make plans with him for New Year's night, to go visit her family or something. And he was like, no, I'm just going to chill at home. So she ends up going to see her family, and he wasn't chilling at home. So she asked him, where did you go on New Year's Day? And he says, I went to the gym. And she goes, you're lying, because the gyms are closed on New Year's Day. Nothing is open on New Year's Day. It's a holiday, and you're lying. So what did you do on New Year's Day? And he didn't really want to tell her. In actuality, he had gone out on a date, y'all. He went out on a damn date with a whole nother woman, and she didn't know about it. Now I'm at the point where I'm like, now I don't believe that you should fight fire with fire. If someone, especially like in a relationship type issue, Chandra has been extremely mean to him, granted, completely. But I think he should just tell her, I'm not with a woman. I went out to go see somebody. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I went out with another female. He should just go ahead and tell her. I don't know why he didn't tell her. So I don't know if he's lying, if he lied to her because he's scared of her. Because she can get, Chandra can cut somebody, for real. She can cut somebody. So maybe he's scared of her. I don't understand why he didn't tell her the truth. So I don't know if he's playing game. If he's trying to play games with her, I don't think that's good. Just be honest with her and tell her we're not with another female because there's nothing between me and you. You were having relations with your ex-boyfriend. So he refuses to tell her the truth, and she knows that he's lying, and so they argue about him lying. And so then, she tells him, I want you to, she says, get the F out of my face. Chandra has a very mean streak. The names that she calls him, the language that she uses, she has a very mean streak. When Chandra gets pissed, watch the hell out. You better run for the hills. Man, she was hurting my damn feelings, and I wasn't even involved in any of this stuff. So yeah, that's my review. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. On your way out, please don't forget to rate the video if you like this content. Go ahead and subscribe, and I'll definitely talk to you later. Bye.